Hello everybody and welcome back for more Let's Play Luigi's Mansion. In the last episode, we defeated Blackouts. Thank God we did, because holy shit, that fucking boss was so obnoxious and atrocious and nearly killed me from it all. God damn. In this episode, we're going to go ahead and begin Area 4. We're going to head back up to the balcony where we just were and unlock that the door that was over there, because that's for the key that was there. It was like a diamond-shaped key. Now, as you can see on the counter right here, the boot counter, you can see that that somehow my boot counter somehow skyrocketed, even though even though it was actually a lower number. That's because the amount of booze that you suck up during the Blackouts fight, that actually does count towards the for the booze, the overall booze that you find in this mansion. So so you actually get like an extra 15 right here during that whole boss fight. So, you know, as much as I've hated the boss, though, that's actually one thing I can appreciate. So that way there you actually just get more all in one sitting. And then the rest of the boo should be just smooth sailing there. Now, there's only one more boo to beat this game because you only require 40 boos to beat the game though. But I am actually going all 50 of the boos, so because I did say I was going to do that, as part of one kind of a completion challenge. In addition to getting all the portraits too. Ooh, that is a really nice color there. I was going to say a ruby diamond, but I think it's actually a garnet. It's probably what it is. Yeah, and I had to get the water element right there too, because when I load up my save file, and so I did make sure to get the water element because there's plants around here, and so you just want to go ahead and water those plants for some nice cash. I kind of skipped this over though because my the supply of water is kind of limited. Oh, look at that, another emerald! Oh man, we were gonna be so rich for this year. It would have been so irritating if the emerald actually did fall off the rails of the balcony. And it would just become lost forever. But I don't think they can, though, actually. Because, I mean, I'm pretty sure it has an invisible barrier around the rails. So they probably wouldn't be lost. So, anyway, let's go along the store. And then we can go ahead and proceed onwards here with with our newly acquired key. Oh, what is going on here? Is it lightning flashes? What is happening here? Oh, shit. Oh, God. What the hell? Oh, God. Everything's all dark. Was there a blackout just now? I guess there has to be, probably. Criminy, what a calamity! The electricity has gone out. That lightning strike just now must cause a blackout. I can't see anything in this blasted darkness. The ghosts will have the run of the place in the dark. Be careful, Luigi. Alright, so, yeah, now the whole mansion is now blacked out. It's got a power outage and all that because of the lightning flash. And so everything's going to be dark. And so now that everything is dark, because the ghosts love dark places, they're going to be running rampant all over the mansion, even the ones that you've already cleared. So yeah, and not only that though, but there's going to be a lot more ghosts this time around, and they will try to go after your ass. So you got to be careful there. Let's go into this room right here. Oh, there's a phone ringing. Oh, I better go see what's on this phone. Let's see here. There's a phone ringing. Maybe I better go answer it there. Hello, Mario Brothers Plumbing. You clogged them, we cleared them. Hello? May I ask who's speaking, please? It's Luigi. What have been funny? You just said it's Bowser.
Ooh, it's me, Toad. I don't know what I would have done if a ghost had answered. Anyway, we have a terrible problem. The lightning caused a blackout all over the house. What should we do? We're really, really afraid of the dark. Is there any way you could turn the lights back on? Huh? No, we don't know how to turn them on. We were hoping you know. Oh, me. But now that I think about it, I do remember seeing a large breaker switch somewhere in the basement.
Oh, that's good to know, at least. Yeah, exactly. Well, I guess the Toads are just as cowardly, but probably more so than Luigi, because he's taking it all.
Hello?
Hello, howdy, hello? Oh, sorry to surprise you, boy. It's me, Professor E. Gadd. Sorry for disturbing you. I know I usually contact you by Game Boy Horror, but I thought I'd try this phone since you were in the room. How'd you know about that? You know that all ghosts avoid the light and hide in the dark. But listen now, there's one ghost who fled from the gallery who only hides in the darkest places. His name is Uncle Grimly. If he's on the loose, then now may be your only chance to get him. Why don't you try looking for him before you get those lights back on? Might be wise. He's old for a ghost, but it's only made him more cautious. I do know, though, that for some reason he tends to prefer rooms with mirrors. Uh-oh, the ghosts are starting to approach your position. Be careful, Luigi. Yeah, seriously, how does he know all this? He can't even see what I'm doing just over the phone. Alright, so, yeah, there's a little bit of Gonler here that we have to get this ghost. God damn it, I fucking hate when this happens, because, you shine the flashlight on the ghost, and then immediately they disappear after that. It's been happening to me quite a lot lately, and, I try to suck them up with a poltergeist just after using the flashlight like you should be doing, but then they immediately disappear just right after. They just, they just fade into thin air. And they've been doing that a lot. It's really getting obnoxious right now. And, just having to wait until then, and then having to get attacked by the other ghosts, too. And yeah, it's going to be happening quite a bit too, so. Yeah, you have to suck up those ghosts so that way they can actually go and proceed over. So, anyway, so we actually had to do some backtracking, of course, because we had to go find this Uncle Brimley. He's definitely one of the portrait ghosts that escaped, so we can just go and get him. And as a matter of fact, we actually had to get him though because you know he has a key to one of the other floors. Oh yeah, and be careful, they will keep appearing in great numbers. So yeah, just be careful with them. They will try to go after you. They'll gang up on you, and then they'll try to attack you too. So yeah, this is where things you know. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Thank God I didn't get hit by the bowling ball. Yeah, this is where things can get very well. One annoying thing about it though is that as I mentioned is that whenever ghosts try to spook Luigi, then he kind of he actually jumps and stops in place and gets briefly stun locked for a sec there. So yeah, it does get pretty annoying. I mean, again, it makes sense though because Luigi's supposed to be cowardly, and so he would get scared. But but in terms of gameplay though, it can be pretty annoying. But But that's one thing about it. So Luigi still. I mean, Luigi may be cowardly though, but as since Mario's held captive though, then he's at least willing to face his fears to find his brother because they're brothers, and so he's gonna have to at least show up his inner courage and just venture the mansion. Very much like Courage the Cowardly Dog, where Courage himself, he's scared, because he's cowardly, but he still does live up to his meaningful name, though, because if it means having to save Muriel, or hell, even Eustace, despite him being a jerk ass, then he's still at least willing to face his fears to save them. So I mean, very much similar in a way, though. And I think this game is actually around while that show was on, though. I don't know when it was released, though. I know it's definitely like one of those late '90s shows on Cartoon Network. But anyway, yeah, I had to go and suck them up because they were really getting on my nerves right now. So I had to go and suck them. They were just getting in the way. All right, so we're back in here, and yep, there's Uncle Brimley right here.
Nobody will find me because I'm old, cranky, and by gum, people are afraid of me.
Yep, sure. All right, so yeah, we're back in the wardrobe room since we were here previously. So what we had to do is that we had to just well, kind of similar to Neville from one of the first portrait ghosts. You have to look away, and then he'll have his heart exposed when he kind of like moves here, and then they just suck him up like that here. This one kind of took me a well, I kind of got stuffed a bit here because he actually managed to let go and just be released from the sucking vicinity. So I had to repeat the whole process again. So you just stay right there. But yeah, I will say that the whole arc for the for when the mansion gets a blackout, it does get pretty annoying though, especially with so many more of the ghosts would try to come after you, and they get really relentless too. Like but arguably much more so than when you first enter the mansion, because I guess probably because since you've gone this far, and so things are naturally gonna get difficult, and that's how it usually is with games though, honestly. But all right, so this key will lead us over to the basement. So that actually leads to where the break room is. We've actually been in that room previously though to get that one speed ghost. Oh yeah, and I had to go back into the other room because I actually forgot that you use a mirror to scan the mirror, and then it'll take it back over to the foyer. So yeah, back over to the breaker room. Yeah, we've actually been in that room previously. It was actually unlocked for us though. We went in there to get that one speed ghost that was in the earlier part, which I actually did manage to catch, if I remember correctly. I think I did catch it, or did I miss that? I might have caught it, so I managed to get the money, because I know in this playthrough I caught 2 speed ghosts at the very least. All right, so now we're back here. So let's go over to this to the breaker here, and then turn the switch on. All right, and now all the lights will be back on, and so and now all the ghosts will no longer go after you because all the lights are on, and so now we can actually go and explore the previous places freely, except for the ones that we haven't really cleared yet, because it's still dark at the very least. But now the lights are back on, and so we can actually be able to catch boos again, because remember, unlike the regular ghosts, the boos they actually do like whenever the room lights up, then they can actually boo be hatch. You're nuts. Yeah, so they'll actually just at least be in the hiding places, and son of a bitch, I lost it. Yeah, even the room lights up, and so they'll actually just, come out there just like that. And so, yeah, they're not really so much afraid of dark places per se, though, but they will still hide, and so they'll actually just come out of hiding, and then that'll be your chance to catch them. Now, you may have noticed that this boo here has 200 HP because, especially after you defeat Blacouts, and by this point when you get to Area 4, the boos will actually have higher HP than all the ones that we've encountered previously. So yeah, that one there, at 200 HP. And the highest that one could ever get is, I kid you not, 300 HP. And you'll see once we get to that one boo. And spoiler warning, folks, I failed to catch those boos because they managed to escape before I even sucked them in, though. So I had to wait till later to actually to be able to get them. And so, yeah, not only do they have more HP than previously, you know, just going by the 200s or 300s, because of that, it can get more obnoxious, though, because, you know, because it's a long process to do so, and they will also try to escape as well. Alright, fair. Buripedes? Buripedes? Or something like that? Well, I mean, that's probably, you know, some kind of a Greek pronunciation. Now, this one at 200, or at, well, 100 HP at the very least, so maybe it wouldn't take that long, because, I mean, we've encountered the ones that, that did have 100 HP, but he went into the other room, and I think that's a locked door. Maybe it is? I don't know. Or do I go back into the other room? I don't know. There's also the gravity panels here, so if you step on them, then you can actually, go upside down there, but I don't even bother with those. And yeah, I'm not quite sure if that door is gonna be unlocked though. Maybe it is still locked though, so I'll have to go back and get that boo later. But yeah, those boos that we encountered in this episode, I actually failed to catch them because they keep on escaping. And yeah, we're gonna go back up to the balcony. I cut there because it was there was no other shortcut, so I had to take a long walk. But yeah, because of their high HP, then yeah, they can get a little more obnoxious. And yeah, like I said, they escape from me, and so I failed to actually catch them though. So we'll have to wait till later though, because you know, what they'll do is that, you know, they actually end up going to the rooms that are already locked, and so I had to wait until I get the key to be able to unlock the doors and then get those boos. So that means, you know, towards the end of the Let's Play, or, you know, before we get to the final boss, I would have to do some backtracking and find the boos that I wasn't able to catch because I lost them. Because, you know, again, because you know because the goal for this Let's Play is to get all 50 of the boos, because that's what I did say we were gonna do, yeah, as part of one of the completion runs there. So so yeah, that means I'm gonna have to do some backtracking. Son of a bitch. All right, so yeah, we're back here in the telephone room, and okay, there we go. Yeah, by the way, folks, I actually did 2 recording attempts for this here. The first one, I actually had to stop there because I was at the point where I literally forgot what I was supposed to do, and was kind of going around the room, and I didn't want to waste anybody's time. Thankfully, though, I didn't really save during all this here, so I basically just could just start all over from the beginning, even though it kind of was a pain in the ass, so. But yeah, this has actually been my second recording attempt because I had to, you know, literally look up to see what I had to do because I got stuck on something here. But yeah, there was also that one instance in that one recording where, you know, I keep shining a flashlight on the ghost skeletons, and they keep disappearing every time. They just fade into thin air every time I do that, and I hate it when they do that. It's so annoying. Like it was really irritating. All right, so this is the boo right here that has 300 fucking HP. Holy shit. That one's Boomerang. Yeah, Boomerang here, coming at you. Must be an Australian boo. Yeah, and yeah, in that case, Australian Boomerang. I can't do that accent very well though. I'm sorry, I can't. I mean, I could try doing some British accents, but maybe not so much Australian accents. So I mean, they seem a little similar though, but sometimes they're a little hard to tell because of how similar they sound. But you know, they had to kind of go for their own distinct kind of sound here. So yeah, so I can't even yeah, I can't even do it too well, honestly, though. But yeah, that's the boo that I lost here. I mean, you know, whole thing being with having to lose that boo because of you know 300 HP. All right, so more Portugos to catch here. These are the Clockwork Soldiers, and there's actually 3 of them here. Now, this one has a bit of a gimmick here, and so yeah, I'm actually analyzing them all here just to kind of get their hints right here. Let's hear. Hey, stop looking at me. Oh, jeez, dramatic much? God damn. Alright, so this here is a bit of a gimmick to get these Clockwork Soldiers to move. That's what you have to do, is to get them to move. So what you have to do is that you see these clocks over the counter and those Wino toys. You have to activate them, and then once you do so, then they'll actually respond to their whole rhythm, and then they'll start. Then that's when they'll start moving. And so, yeah, you really want to be careful here because, you know, there's actually 3 of them at once, and what they'll do is that they'll come by you, and they'll actually try to, they'll try to hit you with their pop gun port guns or something like that here, where they could be. And they do hurt quite a bit here too, so. So you have to do in order to catch them is that you have to use the poltergeist on them to wind up their to wind up their clockwork functions right here. And so that looks actually expose their weak points, and so they'll start moving around, and that'll be your chance to suck them up just like that there. But not really so much as shining the flashlight on them. So there we go. Yeah, one big problem about it is that you know there's 3 of them, and you know you actually be able to suck 3 of them at once though. But if you actually manage to get 1 or 2, but one of the one's actually still standing, then they could try to attack you and impede your progress. And like I said, they hurt quite a bit too. So yeah, you can see here. Then it takes quite a bit for me to actually have to because I get I get some quite several times to actually get all the ghosts in here too. So yeah, it does become a pain because of it. Especially having to get hit. Look at how much HP I lost because of it here. Oh look at that. I almost got 3 at once though, but yeah. So considering you're actually dealing with all 3, then it's gonna be very tricky. It's gonna be very what's what I'm looking for? Dickish, I would say. I don't know. For lack of a better word, honestly. But yeah, you really want to be careful with them. Thankfully though, I think I've already sucked up 1, didn't I? Yeah, I think I already sucked up the green one. And so, usually when it comes to those kind of groups of bugs or enemies, and the lesser there are, then the easier it actually gets. I mean, that's the way I see it. It's kind of how the whole thing goes. Less of them means easier. So, but now we already sucked up 2 of them. So I actually did suck up the green clockwork soldier, and then just the last one that we have to get right here, and yeah, this should be smooth sailing here because you don't really have the others to deal with. But yeah, I did lose quite a lot of HP because of it here. And so now there's 1 boo right here, and so so you actually go inside that the middle house right here. It's actually an elevator for you to get to the rooftop, but we're not going to do that just yet though because, well, I mean obviously the radar's going off, so that means there's a boo in there that we have to catch first. So if I can get to oh no, boo bomb. Yeah, consider there's traps right here. I guess you guys should call them booby traps. Am I right? Oh, but there's also well, boobies or something like that. Something like that. I'm sorry, I had to go there, but time for the 6 o'clock booze. Ooh, 6 o'clock booze is your whole name here. That guy also has 300 HP. Like, goddamn. Yeah, see what I mean here? So, yeah, after by this point, area 4, because this is the last area in the game, so we're pretty much close to the end game here. Then yeah, that's one of the reasons why that the boo's HP is so much higher, and so they're a little more difficult because of it. But the radar's going off again, which means there's another boo that's actually hiding, which actually could be a boo that we previously tried to visit. I think it might be a boomerang is what we're going after. And yeah, and definitely so, because I can hear the laughter, so that's quite obviously a boo. I mean, there's no way inanimate objects like balls or bombs could actually laugh. Alright, there we go. Yeah, there's a boomerang. That's what I try to catch. Yeah, this one especially, well, actually I will say though, in this recording alone, I will try to catch him, but I don't know if it's because I tried to aim my poltergeist just right here with the C-stick, but I wasn't able to catch him because they still kept moving around, and so they were able to avoid the shot. So, yeah, there's a couple boos in this recording that I actually managed to miss because of it, and I wasn't able to get their HP at all, and so it was obnoxious like that. And yeah, especially all in part considering that, this guy's 300 HP. And so, yeah, let's see if I can actually be able to roll him down because, because now he's less than 100 in terms of HP. Will I be able to catch him? Well, let's see. Let's find out. So, come on. Get in my vacuum. Get in my vacuum. I like it here. It's like a paradise. Ah, son of a bitch. Well, actually, maybe I could be able to catch him here. Well, I mean, he's in the hallway, so... I could probably try to just, he has 21 HP left, so, I mean, I could just catch him there? Let's try. Yeah, he's easy. There he is, right there. Come here, you son of a bitch. Get in there. Get in the vacuum. Get in the vacuum. Motherfucker! He's in the door that's already, he's in a room that is locked, and we can't get in there until we get a key from somewhere. God damn! Alright, so, well, I lost that one, and so I wasn't able to catch all the boos that I was able to find, and so, they escaped. They escaped from my grasp. I couldn't catch him. I failed miserably. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna end off this episode here. Yeah, we're just gonna end off that in a really bad cliffhanger note, so... Anyways, next time on Let's Play Luigi's Mansion, we're gonna continue further in Area 4, catch all the boos in the process. I'll see you guys next time.